thank God for AI, because I wouldn't be able to do that on my own if I just told it what I wanted and it gave me that rubbish title sequence. It seems to be working at the moment. So we're up to part 2 of the bumper Central Coast Clash, the big derby, which I'm predicting is going to be the biggest game for the season so far between Killarney Vales and the Terrigal-Avoca, the Killarney Vales Bombers and the Terrigal-Avoca Panthers. I'm that excited I can't even talk properly. So let's bring 2 champions from the Bombers straight out of the hangar. And I tell you what, I've been waiting to talk to these fellas for a long time. 2 of the more colourful and likeable characters in the Black Diamond Cup competitions. We've got Ryan Arthur and Hayden Mahallam. Rowley and H. Boys, how are you? Thanks for joining me tonight.
No worries, Chop. Always good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you. You guys know.
I can't hear Chop.
Yeah, good. No. Very good. No, well, I don't care when you say hello, mate. I'm just glad to hear it. That's it. Did you know?
I can't hear Chop.
Before we go too far, my partner, Donna, has twin sons, and they know your dad. Your dad's their teacher at school, and we talk about you all the time, Hayden, all the time.
Hang on, I think we're doing technical difficulties already. I don't think H can hear.
I can't hear you, Chop.
He can't hear you.
All right, let's see what we got going on. What's going on? Let's see. All right, I'm going to take you out, and then I'm going to add you back in. Can you hear us now?
Nah, still can't hear.
All right. Log off and then log back in. Does that make sense? Here, I'll tell you in a message. Can you tell you in a message? This is great. I love this shit. People love watching it for this.
I'll tell you. Log out and log back in.
Log off and then go log back in. All right. In the meantime, we'll talk. I'll get this all down pat before too long, and we won't ever have to worry about it at all.
Get it worked out.
Okay, so we're gonna. That's you there, mate. I'll remove him, and then I'm going
to. Man.
How about that? Got us now, H?
That sounds like a no.
That sounds like a big no. I can edit all this shit out in the end, so we're going to say, why is this happening? I'm going to remove him here. No. I nearly banned him from my whole studio then.
Can you hear me, H? No, he's got nothing.
How's that? We got you now?
No.
He must have pressed something on his phone. You got to. All right. Come on, we're going to make this work. Let's see. Edit mic settings. Is this? Okay. Sorry, mate. I don't know what to do. What? He's going to have to log off and log back on. That's all he can do because he's frozen on the screen as well.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, all right, mate. And then we'll start again. The intro was good.
Yeah, it was on fire there.
Yeah, we're flying.
It seems like it's all H issues.
Yeah, it's got to be him because I can hear you fine, and I can.
Yeah, he could hear me as well. So
all right, let's try it. We're going to add him to the studio. Ready? Please work.
Got you, lads.
Yes.
Oh, nice,
yes. We got.
Lovely.
It was ordered me miss those AirPods.
You know what? I keep forgetting to tell everyone. If you lose the sound, just log off and log back in because it usually works straight away.
It was working, and then once you added me back to like the whatever this is, it would cut out, and I could hear Rowley, but I couldn't hear you.
Oh, really? I don't know what it is. I told you, I'm a technical, absolute clusterfuck, to be honest. And every single episode I've done with anything, something's gone wrong technically. So it probably wasn't you, mate, to tell you the truth. It would have been me. But I've got this now, so just make the most of it. Yeah, what I was saying before you cut out was my partner's teenage boys that go to school. Your dad's their teacher. So they're always sharing great stories. And I said, mate, you must be like an identical version of him because it sounds exactly like some of your stories.
Don't take any advice off Dad.
No.
Tell him to
Have you heard the donut story? Have you heard the story about his mate? Not donuts. No, junior whoppers or something. Junior burgers.
Oh,
the small cheeseburgers. He ate 28 cheeseburgers or something.
Yeah, it was probably Dad. It's probably Daddy just putting it off. It was one of his mates.
He had 12. He reckons he had 12.
That's a lie.
Anyway, enough of that stuff. Let's get into the footy. How are things, boys? I want to hear your vibe. We saw you on the Anzac Day clash, and you guys were scintillating. your match strategy, your structures, they look really solid. It looks like a really sound game plan that you guys have got. And best of all, you've got two really effective tall timber down in the forward line there, which means all your rebound off half back is actually not going to waste up there. They're converting. So how good is it feeling at the moment, and how strong is that games plan? Or was it just working well that day and you don't have too much into a game plan, or have you got a real strategy that you work on?
I'll go, Hayes. Yeah, I'll go. No, definitely a structure. Very structured side that we've got some specific focuses on that we've been trying to execute. It's taken us a bit to get used to the new sort of way that Robbo wants us to play with a couple of new players. But yeah, we're definitely honing down on a structured style of game and a way we want to play. We don't really want to steer clear of that. Even if it starts going south, we want to stick to our structures.
Yeah.
But as you said, like with Wallow in the middle, it's just like the last couple of games, it's sort of been like we're getting first touch. Like he's a jet. Been 6'4". He shouldn't move like he should. Like just an all-right gun. And then we got Noodles and Spoons down forward, which has been like it's just easy pickings. You just kick it down there, and like you don't even have to look, and one of them's going to get it. So no, it's been good. It's good to do your hard work, and it pays off when it goes down forward for sure.
Noodles and Spoons down forward. It sounds like my kitchen all on a Friday night, mate. It really does. It's hard to eat noodles with a spoon. So one of them's going to have to change their name to Fork or maybe Ice Cream.
I have to wrestle it out, the two big boys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll see who else has got a named after something you find in a kitchen there at Killarney Vales. Because I know, speaking of kitchens, they do a very good what is it, beef burgundy there. I remember enjoying that one. It was good.
Terry Ford, he's a whiz.
Yeah,
he certainly is, mate. He certainly is. There's some special things going on down there for sure. So without giving that game structure away too much, are you guys enjoying having that really structured style of footy? Obviously, it's paying some dividends early on this year with 3 straight? Is it 3 straight?
3 straight, yeah.
Right, yep. And sizable wins at that too. So I guess when you're winning, you have to like the structure, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. I think we've tried to do it the last couple of years, but we've just sort of lacked cattle. Now we've sort of got that key personnel in. It's sort of really a lot easier to make that happen. Like we've tried. Shaq sort of wanted to bring in this fast ball movement the last couple of years, but we just sort of struggled with lack of personnel. So having these recruits definitely helps that. Yeah,
and you've got a lot of experienced heads come to the club, haven't you? So I mean, I know in years gone by, you'd rely on that experience through players like Rick White and Damien Hector as well, who weren't always available through work and injuries and stuff like that. But you seem to have got a good, solid core of some experienced players that have come in, and they look like they're really at home at the hangar.
Yeah, got a great spine, I think. Like having Potsy or Jackson Potter at the back, so there's another kitchen one. Potsy coming off the back line and coming through the middle. Definitely for us younger players has been elite. Like the midfield, like you've still got, like Stiffy and that who are like leading from the front, and then even down forward line, like getting Tom Cass is having a run down there and taking charge down there, and Spoons has started to find his voice and take some leadership down there as well. So just the leadership through the spine, and then Cheese as well, who's in the middle. He's obviously a jet, and giving us some good mentoring, I think, which has been good.
Yeah, and it helps a few of you boys who've sort of been homegrown players that have matured up into sort of the senior ranks of the side now. It helps you settle a little bit less pressure directly on your shoulders when you're sharing that load with some other experienced players. It means you guys get to play with a certain bit of freedom as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Potsy down back, like sort of haven't had much to do with Cheese as of yet. He's more sort of in the engine room, but having Potsy down back.
Cheese and Potsy?
Cheese and Potsy.
I'm getting hungry. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to make some mac and cheese. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Cheese, Potsy, Spoon, Noodle. What else?
You got the lid. Give me a kid.
The best.
No.
That's great.
I can't hear Rao, so I'm just sort of winging. I'm not saying what he's saying.
How can you hear me?
It's low. But you can hear me?
I can hear you, Chop.
I'll translate.
we'll work that out.
Says, mate. I'll just translate it, mate.
I usually ignore him anyway, so it's not much out of the ordinary.
You know he's
That's
making sense one way or the other. So what we're talking about shenanigans, boys. One thing that has struck me hugely is it was Killarney Vales for a while there. The mullet was just the hairstyle of choice among the players, and some of the finest examples I've ever seen, to be honest. And mate, honestly, Ryan, you in particular, mate, I actually thought the bulk of your power came from your hair, but clearly that's not the case because you've gone neat and tidy. Have you got yourself a good missus or a firm missus or something? Or you're taking it a bit more seriously?
I might bring the mallet back. I reckon I've had 3 shockers, so maybe the power was there. No, I knew this was coming, but being a mechanic, I'm always really dirty, and I just constantly look like a grub, So no, I did it for me. The missus actually wasn't too stoked with it, to be honest, for a little bit. Now it's grown out.
Really? She said bring it back.
Yeah, she wants it back, but I just didn't want to stop. I wanted to stop looking like a derelict all the time, so I got it off. But I have to come back.
Talking to you always belied your hairstyle. I thought he's far more educated and well mannered than what I would have thought with a haircut like that. Yeah, you said. It's all discourtesy and like ruffian with that haircut, but no, you're actually a really good bloke outside of it. But you can't hide grease in your colour hair either, so I can understand the trim.
Terrible.
Yeah.
By Friday, my hair's brown, and then Saturday I give it a wash on Friday night. It goes back to being whatever this colour is, orange, I guess.
Well, mate, if it's worth anything to you, if you're waiting for the I don't know the weight one way or the other, whether you should grow it back or not, I thought you pulled it off better than anyone else in your side, and everyone had a mullet at one stage at Killarney Vales. So if you grow it back, it won't not be welcome. That's for sure.
I'll take that into account.
Yeah, very good, very good. So I was going to far out. I was about to go somewhere. I can't remember. So tell me a bit about the vibe at training and stuff like that. Has that changed a little bit with the early success that you guys have got at the moment, or have you guys?
For sure. Nah, to be honest, the last couple of years, training numbers have been pretty dire.
Right.
Just people like work and a lot of boys working in Sydney and sort of makes it a bit difficult. But the buy-in this year's been unreal. Like the Resi's boys have been getting like 35, 40 to training. We've been getting 20. So we've been able to do full match sim against the Resis like nearly every week, which is just, obviously being able to implement that game plan in training against actual opposition in the reserve Resis boys is, paying dividends.
You know, mate, as happy as I am to hear that your numbers are strong, I'm also disappointed because I cannot get a game of football anywhere at the moment. And I thought maybe the field team might have been it, but it looks like I won't even get a run there. So
there's a game in Musselbrook, Corey. I'm pretty sure you get a game there.
Yeah, well, I haven't got a driver's license at the moment, so it's a long way to go on an electric.
That is indeed. That is a long drive.
So tomorrow's game, lads, it's going to be a bumper, isn't it? I mean, Terrigal obviously been a benchmark setting for a while now, and anyone who thought maybe the dynasty has come to an end would think again after they ended up bouncing back. They didn't make the grand final 2 years ago, and come out and won it last year. Obviously, them and Newcastle are where you guys are heading. Is there a real feeling that you guys can get there this year? Because the standard of football that I saw on Anzac Day suggests that you guys can certainly do that.
I think we're almost at that point now. Truthfully, like just the way we've been playing, the way the team's running. Like obviously, I think this weekend's the biggest test. Just because of the rivalry. I think like Newcastle, obviously a star-studded team, and they play a certain way that we'll have to deal with when we get to them.
Yep.
But with Terrigal, I think we play a similar game plan. We've got the similar caliber of players, and it's always good here. And like we love playing against them. Like they're all good blokes, and so I think we'll see this weekend. But I think we're already up to that standard after the last 3 weeks, and hopefully we'll see them again in late September.
Yeah, good to hear, mate. That's what it's all about. You've got to take confidence into the games where you're playing the benchmark. At the end of the day, they're the reigning premiers, so but until you get to September this year, they're the standard that you've got to beat if you got to go all the way this year. So building that confidence. I mean, you've certainly filled any holes that you needed in the side from what it looks like from the outside in. Do you know? Here's an interesting point. Do you know, I was going to make a post on this and put it out a little bit later, which is going to be interesting. But between the two men's cup sides and the two women's cup sides of the two Central Coast powerhouses, you guys and Terrigal, there were 89 goals kicked in the round 3. That's a shitload, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. You got Noodles and Spoons kicking bloody 7 each, 11 each, or whatever it is, and then you've got the star-studded forward line of the girls' team. That forward line's stacked. You got Mia, Tess, Tail, all that, just absolutely, getting on the end of everything that comes in. So, then Terrible. You got like Pity, who's obviously a jet. I don't know about the girls' side. We haven't watched them. I'll be down there on Saturday watching them, but should be good.
Yeah, you'll get to know them quickly because they, much like your guys' rise this year, the Terrigal women's side are in a very similar boat. They've recruited well. There's a freedom of their better players that they're playing with a new renewed freedom. They're under good leadership and they've just risen exponentially. So in terms of the comparo, men's and women's football is obviously very different, but you're heading on a similar type of trajectory, I think, to what the Terrigal women's are. And like you said before, it's great to have a fourth team being competitive in that women's competition because you got that bottom tier and that top tier now. But you guys are certainly on that same trajectory, which is great because any emerging club can have a look at that and go, see, you can do it. It doesn't have to kill.
Like, oh no, that's bad age. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to check the.